Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everybody. It's another week of Will's Take on Sports. I am the host, Will Walker. I'm so happy that you joined us. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and download to the show. Listen, if you are out there, you want to give me a shout or give us a shout. I know I titled this, if you're seeing this on Facebook or Instagram, as my favorite sport. I did have a scheduled guest to come on and talk football or soccer, as we know it in the States, with me. But if you are a soccer fan, you like to come on and talk with me and have a conversation, that'd be fine. The number is 657-383-0992. I'm not really going to get really into that. This might be just a deviation from what the title says. I was looking forward to that particular conversation with my guest, but he had an emergency. So I'm not going to worry about it. Going to get into more of, I guess, get ready for the NFL, get some action, get some opinions from these guys. Jalen Ramsey, the gift that keeps on giving. All right, let's go. Let's get this thing started. Again, if you missed out earlier on what I said, I know it's titled My Favorite Sport, and I got the previews showing all the top major leagues in Europe. That's not going to happen on this show. Again, I had a particular guest coming on, and he had to cancel. He had a particular issue that came up. So, anyway, I guess I can talk about what my favorite American sport is, and that is the N, the F, and the L. A lot of teams have gone to training camp. First, let me welcome Mike Walker and Mr. Derek Wilson. Guys, how are you doing? Am I being heard okay? Because I'm thinking I'm breaking up. I hear breaking up.
No, you good. You good on my end.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. How's you guys' weekend? Are you guys ready for some football?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready.
What you nervous about? What's got you nervous? What's got your stomach and butterflies?
Well, I'm my Cowboys. We got to go ahead and make sure we take care of Zeke, so we don't need no holdouts and all. I know this.
Not going to happen.
I heard earlier this morning that they sent him a proposal. So, and they're waiting to hear back from his people. You know, and my definite love, my Seminoles. It's waiting to see what happens.
What day y'all open camp?
Next week. I know it's next week. I don't know the exact date, but I know we start next week. I know we had a big weekend this weekend here. We had a bunch of kids in for their like the Saturday Night Live thing. Yeah. So they ended up with four. As last time I checked, they had four commitments out of the thing. So when I finish up here, I'll go back in and check and see, read up on the other kids, see where we're at. But other than that, wonderful. This weekend, wonderful. Beautiful weather. I even cut the grass, man.
You feeling good.
Yeah,
You're feeling real good.
Hey, so Shane, when you get Shane, son, you ride down, you see it look like maybe one or two other people like you on your yard need to be cut, and everybody got the pretty lawn. So you say, well, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And tomorrow seemed like it wasn't gonna never come unless you just say, hey, get up. When you get up in the morning, just go to the garage, mush the button, get the lawnmower out and start mowing. So that's what I did this morning. I jumped up and went straight on out there and cut the lawn and look pretty, smell fresh. Bobby sneezing all night, but that's the things you have to do to make it fit in the community.
You may cut the yard and serious.
Hey man,
I'm trying to tell
when you drive come through the community, you see everybody else got the pretty lawn, and you got your grass like you want to stand up onto your neck. So you got to do so. You can't stand out, especially when you're on the front part of the community.
That's why you have children, so you can make your son do it.
I'm trying to told you. Hey, D, I'm trying to told you, dog. Oh, man.
Man, my
D, what's going on, man? How's your weekend going? What's been going on with you?
It's been nonstop, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Between this expecting lady that we got up in the house, man, and my own 3 kids, plus I got 2 foster kids that staying with me for a week, bro. It's been nonstop. This right here is my break for the day.
Meet somebody. I've had my boys for the week, and I'm so with you on that. I've had my boys for the week. Gonna have them again this weekend. Again, pretty much like you, house a little loaded, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna complain about it. It's a good feeling, but you right, D. This is my break for the week. This is that break. And y'all gotta let me do this because I don't know why he can't get his clock right. Jack is always on CPT. I promise you, he is always on CPT. And he is now here. Jack is here. What's going on with that?
Hey, Zach, you know I got your back always, my friend.
Hey, thank you. No doubt, boy. Hey, you're a night worker, man. That's what happens. I do apologize.
What's up, Zach?
Hey, I ain't mad at you, man. I know. Hey, like I you know my motto from day one. When you getting that real money, hey, I understand all day, every day. Trust me.
Yeah,
you got to get that real money. You got to do what you got to do. I understand. All right, guys, let's get right into it. I got into it briefly with Mike in regards to Ezekiel Elliott. He's holding out. The Cowboys went on out there to Thousand Oaks in California. Zeke did not go, Mr. Flournoy. He decided that he said he needs to get paid, although he still got 2 years left on his deal. He's trying to pull a basketball move. That doesn't work in the slave plantation ownership of the N, the F, and the L. So, so I want to get your opinion, Mr. Flournoy, in regards to Zeke.
You know how I feel. You know how I feel like that. If you sign a contract, you should honor your contract. Now, if it's 2 years, and when the time is right, but that's just me, I feel you should honor it. Now, number 2, Ezekiel don't have a right. I mean, right now he's not in a position. All the trouble he's been in, the best thing for him to do is shut his mouth and just be like, "Yeah, I'm a boss." Okay, unfortunately, you got to do that when you're a troublemaker.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
Okay, there's another one. Okay, go ahead.
If he was an outstanding citizen, Mike, if he was an outstanding citizen, you got to understand. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you get this left and right, Mike,
outstanding citizen ain't got nothing to do with being between those lines. Let me explain something to you.
For real, Mike. Hey, look, Jerry don't always step in the hole with people. Most of the time, Jerry be want to be like, "Hey, y'all gonna do what I say or else." Jerry done went to bat this dude so many times. If I'm Jerry, I'm pissed because I'm like, I done got on Roger about you. Roger about to have beef over you. You ain't finna suspend my boy no 8 games and all that. And this how you do me. If I'm Jerry, I'm highly offended right now.
Okay, now you done said all that. This last little incident, even Cadell, Roger said he didn't do anything wrong, so he didn't even suspend it. Now, hold on. Wait, the history. No, we ain't talking about history. We talking about right now. Miami said they got 5. Miami said they got 5 national championships. That's history. So.
You going there today? We gonna go there today. We going there today? Okay. No. Go ahead. Finish your point. Go ahead and finish your point.
We talking about now. Those contracts, most of these older contracts in the NFL. What you mean? They're not. They're just a piece of paper. Because at any time that somebody want to rip those contracts up and and fire you for anything, they can.
Right.
So don't tell me anything about the contract. So this man is still in his prime right now. So he's trying to get paid now because from listening to everything I've been listening to over, it's not only Zeke trying to get this Melvin Gordon. He's trying to get paid because once you turn 28, the league turn their back on running backs. So why not to try to get as much as you can whilst you're in your prime, because they're gonna use you up. And once they feel like they don't use you up, they're gonna get rid of you.
Right.
Well, because he's not a model citizen. He's not a model citizen.
I think what Zach is saying is kind of the point, though, Mike. This is the thing. You talking about entrusting, basically, you want to make him the new face of your franchise, and that's all good and fine. But what we do have to remember is people have to buy these tickets. And if they look at you and be like, listen, I don't approve of what you're doing. You know how fickle NFL fans is. When they decide they don't like something, they'll just stop spending their money. So, if you're going to invest that kind of money in him, it's not just the contract. It's everything that comes with the contract. He's the face of your franchise now. He ain't in no Campbell Soup commercial and none of that stuff, making no money.
Well, he's not his behavior supposed to be the behavior. That's supposed to be
what's holding him back from getting a contract. Though, Zach, it ain't got nothing to do with his on the field play. It ain't got nothing to do with his abilities. The only holding him about that is he can't seem to stay out of the headlines outside of football. Even if he didn't do that, you keep putting yourself in situations where it becomes a headline. So that's the hesitancy of giving him that money. I understand what
you're saying. I'm gonna ask you this question. And do you think I'm a Cowboys
before you ask that question?
No.
You don't like this. The only thing I agree with you, I will say this: that first incident, I personally don't think the NFL had nothing to do with that. What you did in college should not, until you work for that company or sign on the dotted line, shouldn't play. If you hire, it's just like when they do my job, they get a background check, right? Now, granted, I'm squeaky clean, so I can get a job working with kids and everything else, okay? But say they did still hire me with that, okay? Now, you can't go back and punish me for something I did. They can't go back. So I thought the NFL was wrong in that aspect. I will say that. I will say that, but once he did that, you got to keep clean, Mike. You can't keep going back.
Well, what other incident when he was in the thing fighting? But somebody else said that David wasn't the one to punch the guy, and then this last thing, the video shows him and his girl, and Goodell Roger said he didn't do nothing, so. So the history is it's some baggage back there, but you just knock the dust off of it. And the question is, can my Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl without him?
No.
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 So sign his behind. Sign him.
Yeah, but Mike, you gotta act like he got some.
Hold on.
You gotta act like he got some sense now. You gotta act like he got some sense. Can't be running into little 18-year-old security guards, and he outweigh that security guard by 100 pounds. You can't be doing that stuff, man.
Mr. Walker.
Yes.
Mr. Walker.
Yes.
Once your blood starts boiling, it's hard for me to calm you down, and you a $1.25 with rocks in your pocket.
Okay. He don't have $19 million riding on calming himself down.
He's a human. See, everybody thinks money.
What I'm saying is, you have to know better. You have to know better. Listen, people gonna egg you on. You make all that money.
It's easy to say that.
Do like other celebrities do. Have you some security with? Even if your security is some dudes you know that you sent to security school to make sure they were certified to be strapped or do whatever they need to do. That's all I'm saying is he has to take the proper steps to make sure that this kind of stuff don't keep happening. He's a human. But when you are a famous people, you know what comes with being famous. So you have to take the proper steps your own self. I'm not saying he's wrong.
I bet he might just say Saquon Barkley.
You got to make sure you are prepared for what you're getting into.
Yeah, this dude was at amusement park or whatever with his girl. They showed this video with these people following this man around the whole darn time.
I agree. He's not wrong. What I'm saying is, have some people with you to take care of that kind of stuff. It's just like the dude. What's the dude's name that's over there in jail right now? ASAP Rocky.
Yep.
Have some people with you to handle that stuff. I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to go out. You should be able to go out wherever you want. But this is America. This is the world we live in. When you celebrities, people feel like they're supposed to be able to have access to you. Have you some people around that get paid, that are certified, so you can say, hey, I need y'all to take care of that for me. And you get out of the picture. Every time we show up, he's somewhere in the picture, even if he's not wrong. What I'm saying is, he's going to have to start. It says he's becoming a magnet for this kind of stuff. Make the proper precautions. Take the proper precautions to make sure it don't happen. Because what you're saying is he's a human, and what they saying is
I'm saying what you saying because he make a lot of money because he make a lot of money.
Yo,
Derek, I know this is a sports show, but since you interjected it, let me tell you. I got to say this. I don't feel sorry for ASAP Rocky. You don't go to another people's country doing no dumb stuff. Okay, I'm not one of them. I can't be one of them political activists and march for an ignorant Negro. That's stupid. Let him stay locked up. I'm sorry. You don't go to another country if you don't know the rules. That's just the way it is.
Are you saying? Wait. Are you saying that? Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this. Are you saying that because Donald Trump support him, or are you really sure that's how you feel?
No. Just asking. No. That's how I feel. Ain't got nothing to do with Donald Trump. Okay. I can say that right now. Ain't got nothing to do with Donald Trump. Don't go to another country acting a fool. I don't feel sorry for ASAP Rocky. He went over to Sweden, and they ain't playing that. You remember a couple of years ago when the little white girl was beating the cars, and they wanted him to get 40 lashes? And you know, he said, "Oh, that's too harsh." No, it ain't too harsh, though. That's their rules. That's their law. Okay.
Right. Hey.
And let me tell you something. I will remember we was in Pakistan. I can tell you what I saw with my own eyes. Well, I take that back. There was a dude. There was a little kid. He was about 12, 13. He stole from the little fruit stand. He got caught. So we witnessed the trial. At the trial, the judge told the man, I'm like, dang. The man said, okay, I'm going to give you 3 choices. And I'll never forget this. He said, you can forgive him. We'll just drop the charges, so be it. You can make him work for it. Or the third choice was, you know what it was? He wanted his arm cut off. Yeah. And so I was like, man, you know what? This man going to have some. I said, you know what? This man, come on. It's just some fruit. He going to have some sympathy. No, buddy. Muhammad said, chop that arm off. Now, that I didn't want to witness. We could if we want to. I left. I said, God, man. But that being said, you know what time it is. Right.
Yeah.
You know what time
it is.
You know, that's their road.
Mm-hmm. Know where you go. Remember the little boy? All the people in the United States had to sit when he went over there to Tiananmen Square and was tagging everything, and they came that joker in the public thing, and everybody thought we were going to have to go to war about this boy. He didn't know. That's your problem. When you go somewhere, you need to know the rules. Listen, acquaint yourself with whatever they custom you before you get there, so you don't end up in jail.
And I hate that, you know. That's why you stay in America. Stay on American soil.
No, you ain't got to stay in the
Get back to sports, but I had to say that, man. I don't support this. Anyway, now back to Ezekiel.
Well,
I'm sorry, Mike.
Well, I'm still saying my man should get his money. So does Melvin Gordon deserve his money?
Okay, Mike, let me say something. You remember when I told you I met, and I can show you the pictures on Facebook. I met Ezekiel's dad, and his dad said, man, what do you say to a man that got millions of dollars in the bank? He's hard-headed right now. It's hard for me to talk to him. Those were his dad's words. What am I going to say to a grown man with millions of dollars in the bank? He said, man, I'm trying. You know, I mean, his own father, like, golly, you know, this kid right now, he out of control.
He better get in control. He better get in control real fast. But since y'all brought up Melvin Gordon, so will Melvin Gordon get his buddy? Because we haven't heard of any off the field transgressions in regards to Melvin Gordon. I haven't that I'm not aware of.
Melvin Gordon is not Ezekiel. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's not Ezekiel. So I don't see him. You know, and no. Well, you can sit out. We'll let you sit out. We'll do running back by committee. Goodbye, Melvin.
Wow.
Well,
and y'all some cutthroat brothers with the NFL. Y'all just like them owners. Y'all just like them owners.
Hey. I mean, because of all of the running, I can't remember the exact stat, but Melvin Gordon scored 20-something touchdowns for them.
Yeah,
he did.
Last season.
Yeah.
For last season.
I mean, it was a stat that his yards and touchdowns that he put up. He put up for San Diego. So
yeah, but he only rushed for
800.
He only rushed for 800 yards last year, Mike, and he had 10. I see 10 rushing touchdowns. You must be talking about total touchdowns.
You got to be talking about total.
Yeah.
How many leagues have you been in the league? 3, 4?
2.
No,
I only see 2 seasons, guys. Okay, my bad. He's been in the league now 4 years. My bad. Okay, 4
years. He's been in the league about 4 years, so that's about right.
Yeah, but he's only rushed for 3,600 yards. Yeah, take your butt to camp, boy.
Right.
He only rushed for 3,600 yards in 4 years. Yeah.
Go to camp.
Yeah, 28 total touchdowns in his career. Yeah, go to camp, dog.
Everybody want to try to put themselves into the same category, and you can't. Just because you play the same position don't mean you're going to get the same kind of money. That's like a dude that plays small forward. That's a marginal all-star at best, thinking he's going to get LeBron money. That's not going to happen. You have to know your role and know when you get in, you fit in. Listen, I want to raise, but I know I ain't about to get Le'Veon money. What can we do? know where you're at.
Hey.
Running back is the most devalued position in the league right now.
It sure is.
True.
Because Le'Veon's contract got the GM fired because Adam Gates didn't agree with it. He didn't like it. I'm serious. He didn't. Adam Gates said, "Hey, we could have spread that buddy out. He's a nice player, but we didn't need to spend all that money at that position." So, you brought up something real interesting. Running backs are being devalued. So let me ask you this:
They are.
Is it necessary to have a Pro Bowl running back to win a title? I think I know your answer, but I'm gonna go ahead and hear what you got to say anyway. So, what do you think? Do you need a Pro Bowl running back to win a Super Bowl?
No, you don't. And really, to tell you the truth, a lot of what you do, it depends on how your offense is designed. Listen, Todd Gurley got all that money. Todd Gurley wasn't even the guy down the stretch for the Rams when they made it to the Super Bowl. It was C.D. Anderson, the dude that made all the money, was sitting on the bench.
That's right.
Yep.
It is what it is. The Patriots have won 5 Super Bowls. The highest paid running back we had was Lawrence Maroney. And he didn't make a ton of money.
What about Corey Dillon?
Corey Dillon was at the end of his career paying Corey Dillon a lot of money.
Well, what about the kid from Perry? What's his name?
Blunt wasn't getting paid a lot of money. Blunt was only getting paid like $3 million.
Yeah, Blunt wasn't making no money. Blunt wasn't making. That's right.
That's why he left and went to Philly, because Philly offered him more money. So if you're running back and you can get $9 million right now, you want.
He's not even on Blunt's not even on he's not even on Philly's roster, is he?
I don't think he is now. So. He was there long enough to help beat us in the Super Bowl.
What with 2 carries? Because I don't remember him playing that much in that game. What he had, 2 carries?
Oh, my offense looked real different when he was there, though. I miss that dude. But running backs ain't get that kind of play. Like if I'm a coach right now and I got a kid like super versatile, I'm telling him, son, learn how to be a slot receiver. Don't be a running back. You
right.
Right.
You want to be that can play in space and stick.
Wow, he played with Detroit last year. That's interesting. LeGarrette Blount. All right, let me ask you guys this. Jalen Ramsey, Mike, I know you and D gonna love this, and Zach, I saw your post on Facebook in regards to it. I thought it was hilarious, to be honest with you, what Jalen Ramsey did. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it whatsoever, Mike. Hey, this is a society that says self-promote yourself, i.e. social media. So he self-promoted himself. Now, how that worked with Tom Coughlin, I don't know. Tom Coughlin need to really find a way to get him a quarterback, because if they think they're gonna win with Nick Foles, yeah, he may be an upgrade over Reuters, but I just don't believe in Nick Foles. He is, but I don't believe he's going to – I don't think he can lead you in an entire season. I just don't.
No.
I don't think he can lead you there. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. We've seen the evidence in his career. So, Mike, again, back to Jalen Ramsey. Did you have a problem with the Brinks truck? Because I didn't, but I just want to know, did you?
No, and so many of them had. Even a kicker came to camp with a special vehicle,
right.
some kind of army vehicle. No, I mean I think it's funny. I mean, it's the first day of camp. Everybody just happy to be back, so they just having fun.
AB came in on hot balloon. I don't know what the hot balloon.
Yes, yeah. That was one of the wide receivers. I thought I saw riding a hot balloon. Oh no, I ain't getting up that high. In the wild blue yonder, that ain't for me.
I have a completely different view of that, guys. I'm sorry. I hate
Go
it.
ahead.
I hate
For
it.
real?
And why I hate it is because we done seen this play out so many times over history with sports. You see these young guys, and I really had much, even though Jalen Ramsey, in this particular case, that's not it, because his dad was actually really successful too. But I think it puts a bad example out for the younger kids who are trying to make it. And then you hear about 5 years after they're out of the league, they ain't got no money. But you spending all this money, and you doing all this stuff to be seen. Listen.
But the reason those guys are out of money is people stealing their money from them. I mean, why should I have fun?
What I'm saying, Mike, that's exactly my point, though. Instead of going out and getting an armored truck, go get you a financial advisor. You wanna flip and show something on social media for our young people to see. Show them something where their money gonna make money for them. Show them something where they ain't gonna be broke 10 years from now.
Well, Jalen Ramsey. Well, let's check this out.
Because I don't think it sends the right message based on the history of what we've seen with our black athletes.
Jalen Ramsey is ranked.
Other than that, I don't have an issue with it.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey is like the 60-something paid defensive back in the league.
What does that have to do with a Brinks truck, though?
Because he's saying he shouldn't get paid.
Right.
Well, let me ask this question. What if the Briggs people donated that to him for their because they got all the publicity? He's in a Briggs truck. So if they
on the side of it, it didn't say Brinks. It was a blank truck. It didn't have nobody. It didn't have nobody.
It was blank. That's true. It was
a blank truck. I understand what you're saying, Mike, about people being able to promote themselves, but I think we're in a place in time right now, especially in our society, and this is black people in general, where we need to put as many good messages.
What is that? I don't understand what that has. So what was wrong?
Just go to work.
Okay, what does it matter if he comes in a Briggs armored truck or a bicycle? What's the difference?
Why does anybody have to? Why do you have to?
What's the difference?
To work, because to me it's just a waste of money. It's a waste of money.
To you, it's a waste of money. See, but you can. But see, now you trying to spend my money. That's the same thing that they were saying. Hold on. This is the same thing that they were saying about the Cleveland Brown quarterback dipping into Duke Johnson for what he was saying. So it's the same difference.
No. They were like,
why is that you? Well, he's trying to tell Duke Johnson he should. Well, it's about his money. You can't tell somebody else what to do about their money. He was.
Hey, Duke was negotiating the contract, and he had something to say about it, which is basically a Cardinals. Right. Don't talk about another man's contract. Right now, I'm not talking about.
Why did you say don't talk about his contract? Because he's messing with his money. He's trying to worry about somebody else's money. That's why they told him to keep his mouth closed, stay out of other people's business when it comes to their contract, because that's their money.
I think you confusing my point, Mike. I don't think you understand what you're saying.
No, because I don't. You telling saying that man, the money that whatever he spent on that thing, he shouldn't have done it because it was a bad look for us people on the outside that's looking in. No,
I'm grown.
He was concentrating.
Me. I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about none of the grown men on this phone. What I'm saying is we've seen over and over and over. And anybody, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But we've seen over and over and over and over where our athletes spend all this money, they do all this flashy stuff, and then when they're done, they don't have nothing to show about it. Instead of showing that and keeping the cycle going of people showing the flash instead of showing the responsible stuff, do something different. Warren Sapp made more money than almost any defensive tackle in NFL history. And he had to file bankruptcy 4 years after he was done playing. You know why? Because he was so busy flashing, he took no time to actually put his money to use.
Let me ask you a question. But whose fault is that?
That's his fault. I agree with you.
But how many?
That's what I'm trying to say. Set a better example.
So out of 100, out of 100 Afro American athletes, how many? Let's say out of 100, how many be flashy like that and throw all their money away?
A lot of them.
A
lot of them.
How many? I'm asking for
about him. That's how I feel about him.
Okay, I'll say about 65%, Mike. I'll say,
you say 60,
they say when you don't have money, you don't know how to handle money.
So you saying only 40% of the guys of those athletes know how to save their money? I think you're wrong. I don't think it's
and I hope I am.
It's true.
Think about it like this, Mike. Adrian Peterson has made almost more money than any other running back ever, and right now he's
over $100 million. That's right.
$5 million in debt. He's been in the NFL almost 15 years because it's the image. So what I'm saying is, if you're this generation,
he had someone was stealing his money. It was someone stealing his money. One of those finance.
You're right. But how do you know somebody stealing millions of dollars, Mike? That means you're not handling your business. How do you not know somebody's taking millions of dollars from you?
Because you put your trust in those same people that y'all say go hire, those financial advisors. Because
they're not losing their money in people who tell them to save their money. They're losing their money in get rich quick stuff. I'm gonna buy this piece of
exactly.
Right
That's so true. That's right. That's true.
How you know what these people invest? How do you know what these people telling these
investors? These get rich. Hey, if you invest in here, hey, I got some land in Brooklyn I want to send you, and we gonna buy it for $2, when we gonna sell it for $20. Come on, let's go jump on in this.
So that's what the finance advisor. What is their finance advisor telling them, and they go agree with it? So if they listen to this guy that you just said go hire to tell them what to do with the money. And the same thing. What's your boy, the actor? He went to prison because his finance advisors, those guys, people that those same people that he put his trust in with his money. They didn't pay his tax. They didn't pay his taxes or nothing. That's why he went to jail. I mean,
you're talking about Wesley Snipes. You're talking about Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes. You're right. He said that.
Yeah.
He said that. You're right.
But can I tell you this? You know why? You know why that keeps happening? Because instead of going to established companies that actually do it, everybody always trying to find somebody else. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what I mean. Remember Vince Young? Vince Young got $22 million right up front, no problem. Boom, you should be set for life. If you just handle your money, you can live off your endorsements. You know what he did? Instead of hiring a firm with a real name, real history, and all of that stuff behind it, you know what he did? He hired his dumb uncle. You know what his dumb uncle did? His dumb uncle, when he hired some dude that he met at a party, and his dumb uncle signed away all his money. Now, what Vince Young should have done is went to a company that handles money. They all over the place. Now, I'm not saying all companies don't have some issues. We know that from Bernie Madoff. But the majority of them, you don't have them issues. And then the other thing is keep track of your money. Don't just be buying stuff. You don't need a new Bugatti every year. You don't have to show
Right.
up with $85,000 worth of gold jewelry just on your pinky. You ain't got to do none of that. Just like what's the dude name that just got his house robbed? Freddie McCoy. They stole like $300 something thousand worth of jewelry. Why have $300 something $1,000 jewelry in the house with no security alarm? So that's the kind of stuff that bothered me. I think that we were setting a bad example for the generation that follows because the generation before didn't decide to make a change. Somebody got to do something. That's the only reason I have an issue with it, Mike. As far as him being a person, he can do whatever he wants. I just think if you're going to be putting it out there that this is the kind of stuff that you're going to be doing and this is what I'm spending my money on, then be responsible. That's all.
Hey, Mike, Derek, i.e. Oprah Winfrey. Do you know every Wednesday, Oprah set aside 8 hours, and she herself, for the top level people, she herself signed their checks and see where the money goes. And every check that goes out, it has to have her. She signed it personally. She says she know where every single dime goes. She's a billionaire. Okay. If she take the time to do that, man, please. The average billionaire take the time to do it.
But let me say this to that. And I heard everything everybody said. And part of what Mike is saying is somewhat right, and a part of what you guys are saying is right, in my opinion. All right, let me just say this about Jalen Ramsey. All right, what Jalen Ramsey did, to me, it was entertainment. But I get Dee's point about the optics of the situation and the portrayal that is given to our youth, because that's one of the problems I have with rappers. And I just can't stand the flash, the gaudiness, and all of those things. But they are entitled to do what they want to do. It's their money. They choose to waste it and spend it that way. God bless them. Right. It is what it is. But what happens with the optics, and I think I can kind of share on Derek's argument a little bit. A New York Post article was written by a guy, Phil Mushnick. He wrote an article in regard to the greed of the NFL players. It says NFL. I was just reading this article as you guys was talking, so I want to make sure I get it right and exactly what the title of the article is. It says, all right, the NFL. Oh my goodness, come on, scroll up if I can get it to scroll. But anyway, it's saying something about in regard to the greed of players. And skimming through that article, he was saying, imagine if you are an investor or you are a season ticket holder of the Jacksonville Jaguars and you see something like this. How would you feel seeing a professional athlete that's already well compensated, already getting out of Brink's truck and bragging about he's getting ready to make more money, and you had to spend your hard-earned money just to get a single game ticket, let alone season tickets? Right. I thought that was a real interesting article, and it kind of piggybacks or kind of gives credence to the argument that Dee was making. Actually, the article is by Phil Mushnick. It's in the New York Post. It says NFL greed leaving fewer reasons to be the good guy, and that just was a real interesting read.
Will,
go ahead.
You know what's so funny? A couple of weeks ago, another, and I don't know if it's the same dude. Here was an article written, and it said about they compared like black football players to say and it was a little racist. Say to Caucasian like hockey players, and like one hockey player said, "No, I come from a poor Russian town, and a flashy car. He don't understand how some of these Americans, black Americans, his words are from the ghettos, but they think it's more important to get a Lamborghini than to save it. Where I come from a poor Russian town, many poor Russians, they save every nickel because they don't know, they were brought up with poor nothing." And now, believe it or not, it's semi-racist, but it was a great article, just like you said. So he was like, to the average, he was like the black American, to them, buying a pair of Jordans and buying a Lamborghini is more important than saving a nickel. And I was like, that's somewhat true. I hate to say it. Okay, and I was like, wow.
Okay, that's interesting coming from a guy from another country and his take on black Americans. That means either one, that's what's portrayed in his country. No, I'm serious.
Right.
That's what's portrayed in his country about us, or that's the people that have that same pale skin like him portraying us that way. So all the athletes not like that. I like Mike's question. He said, what percentage of the guys do we think is doing that? I said 80%. You said 60%. But again, let me go to Adrian Peterson and what you guys said. Adrian Peterson has 2 loans out for almost up to $10 million. He took out 2 substantial loans that almost got him in debt up to $10 million. And again, this was just somebody on the outside looking at his legal matters, said basically it's just Adrian Peterson trusting the wrong person. But let's talk about his lavish spending because this is a matter of public record. It says in 2015, for his 30th birthday, he had 320 guests. 320 guests at a party. And this was right when he was having his legal problems. I think this was when he was having that issue with the issue with his son, the domestic issue with his son and stuff like that. But he had a lavish party. So some of this they got. I'm with D and Zach on this, Mike. Some of this stuff they gotta take care of their money.
Your opinion.
Yeah, I'm just saying they got to take care of their money, but I understand what you're saying. We can't tell them how to spend it.
But back to this guy.
I agree. You can't tell a man how to spend his money. Who am I to teach? But come on.
But back to the guy that you said wrote this article. Now, all the major sports, hockey could be up there with football. All the wear and tear on their bodies that they take.
Right.
And most people want more and more. Go back to when the NFL used to make the greatest hits and all that. So their career span is way shorter than most other professions out there.
Right.
And they get and their contracts are not guaranteed or anything. So dang right. If I can get, I'm gonna go get what I can while I can because you never know.
But Mike, that's kind of my point, Mike. I understand. I agree with you in that aspect, but that's why I say they need to put a better projection out of what it is that they're doing. The average NFL career is 4 years. That's it. That's the average. That's not common. Most don't make it that long. So the money that you get, put your money up. Put your money up. The fact that DeMar Smith had to come out and tell everybody, y'all put your money up. Don't keep spending your money. He wasn't talking to the white players in the league. He was talking to us.
Only because they think that because they come out they was talking about going on strike, and he was telling you they need to save up their money for that reason. So
they were spending the money so fast. He was to physically tell them.
But yeah, you're right, Mike. You're right. But why this man got to tell you that? What, come on.
But wait a minute. But listen, now there's two. Wait a minute. Now there's two of y'all talking against one on this subject. So let me get my point across. Now you're saying that you heard this. Only thing you heard was Adrian Peterson. You don't know what Jalen Ramsey, what status Jalen Ramsey is in. So because he pulls up in a truck, so he needs to portray a different image because somebody else going out spending all that dang your money. I'm lost. So maybe I didn't do anything. I am like the 60-something lowest paid guy in my profession.
But Mike, why he's the 67th lowest paid? He's still on a rookie contract.
Okay. He's not.
When the contract time come up, I'm sure they will compensate him.
He's still on his rookie contract.
Don't be so sure about that.
What did he do wrong? Let me ask the question. What did he do wrong? He said that he's going to get paid. He's at practice. He's not holding out. He's going to practice every day. So what? So he's portraying.
This is the only question I have for you, Mike. What difference is it going to make if you just drove to work? I asked you that question earlier. I asked you that question earlier. I said, what if he came up with a bicycle? What if he came up with a bicycle and had a penny bank? I answered the question. It's that it puts out to our young people. That's the only issue I have.
What does it put out to our young people? Let me hear it come out your mouth. Make me understand. I pull up in a.
It's okay to just waste it when you shouldn't.
How you know what money did he waste?
Listen, just
on the truck. He's saying on the truck. He said on the truck, Mike.
No, armored truck.
Man.
Listen, let me ask you a question. Who you think gonna get more money, him or Kawhi?
Kawhi, because basketball players make because basketball players make more money. Basketball players make more money. Basketball players make more money. Jalen Ramsey is one of the, at his position. He's one of the. He's in the top 5 players at his position.
No, he is the top. That's.
I'm just saying he's in the. I'm just saying he's in the top. He's in the top 5. So he don't deserve to get paid because all he said he was going to get paid. That's all he said.
Mike, when the contract is over, yes.
Oh my goodness, man.
None of us have said he shouldn't get paid.
I think that is crap. You know the guy that plays for Seattle.
Which guy?
Got hurt. The one that hurt it broke. I think he broke his leg. He was actually
Richard
trying
Sherman.
to get out of.
Richard, you talking about Richard? Yeah. You talking about Richard Sherman?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not talking about Richard Sherman. The safety.
Earl
Thomas.
Earl Thomas. Okay.
Yes.
Earl Thomas.
Right. So he tried to get out. But they wouldn't let him out. So he get hurt. The man, the league don't care about you. You got to do what you got to do is best for you. So they ain't right.
How are you correlating Earl Thomas's injury to Jalen Ramsey? You missed me on that one.
No,
how are you correlating?
He wanted to leave Seattle and go to another team and get paid because they didn't want to give him a new contract.
Right. And you're saying, okay. So you're saying Jalen Ramsey should have fun while he can and do whatever makes him happy because you never know when it's going to end. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah. And he all he did was that he's going to get paid. And what was wrong with that? Okay. Let's say what's your boy, the little basketball player that they're giving him all these big shoe deals, and he ain't played a play in the NBA. The boy from Duke, but
Zion. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
Yeah. So, but it's okay for him. I guarantee he don't went out and bought something. You just don't see it. But if he, I bet you wouldn't say that if he drove up in a Maserati or something.
Mike, I think if you drop the fact what D is saying and you really take a listen to what he told, what he was saying to you, and giving you his opinion, you guys are basically saying the same thing. He's saying D said basically he doesn't care what Jalen Ramsey does with his money. He was just talking about the optics of it, what is seen, what young people, the way it's portrayed to young people. That's the way he said it.
But tell me what young people are saying, man, I'm going to work hard because I want to get there where he's at, and I want to be able to back me a truck up and say, I'm finna get paid.
Okay, but then the other when you ask that question, he said, why can't he show? But he say what? But he was saying, why can't he show that he's doing something positive with his money, not spending on a brand truck? Who cares? That was just a gimmick. But he said, why can't he show something positive of what?
Okay.
That's basically what he's arguing for.
Okay. All right. Now, okay. I guarantee you in Duval County, that kid has done so much for the people there. He's probably got all types of foundations and everything going on there. But they see you, but you ain't gonna talk about that. You're gonna talk about because he backed up.
I don't know nothing about it, so I can't talk about it.
I mean, I guarantee it. Mm-hmm. This is what. Here we go. This, like you say, this social media thing. See, they put that out there, and now people, he shouldn't have done that because they give kids a bad idea. That's not true.
So, Mike, if you were a season ticket holder of the Jacksonville Jaguars and you saw that, and you know how, and I know how hard it is for you to earn your nickel, that wouldn't bother you at all. That's all I'm asking.
No, why? Why? This man doing his job. Now, if he was holding out, and it was someone else holding out and talking about, I need to get paid, but this man came to his job, getting ready to go to work and put the work in. Why would it bother me?
So let me ask you.
What I'm asking, No, let me ask you a question. Does it bother them when the kicker came to camp in the special army vehicle? Everybody said, "Man, even this kicker's coming up in a specialist vehicle."
You know the answer to that, Mike. You know the answer to that.
Right.
Yes, I do. So what's the that's what I'm saying. Why is it such a big deal that he came in? So is it a big deal that the old boy coming in an air balloon? Yeah,
is that kicker?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that was.
Huh?
Yeah, that was a big deal. I'm pretty sure he got crucified for that. Got they talked about him a lot. I didn't mean to use the word crucified, but they probably talked about him a lot with that activity that he did.
Yeah, because it's a black dude showing up coming in a hot air balloon. Some white dude came up in a race car. Ain't nobody talking about that.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody saying that was.
But Mike, let's be real about it, though.
That's not. I'm not gonna say.
But let's be real about it. It's basically the pigmentation of the skin. The darker pigmentation is gonna look down as they're being ungrateful. They're being flashy. They're not being grateful for what the privilege is to play in the NFL, to where the white player or the lighter skinned player is going to be looked upon as he's just having fun. We know that. I mean, to me, I get what you're saying. I exactly, and I agree with your entire premise of your argument. But let's not act like it's not a double standard, because it is. You know what I'm saying? We're having a discussion about it, but we know that not just Jalen Ramsey showing up in an armor truck, or Antonio Brown showing up in a helicopter, or somebody showing up in an air balloon, or whatever the situation is. If it's somebody that looks like me, or if his skin looks like mine, of course it's going to be looked at as he's a sport athlete. He's greedy. Just like that young man just wrote in that article. It's going to be looked upon as something that he should take in consideration of the season ticket holders. But with the athlete, when the lighter skinned athlete shows up in that race car, because I'm pretty sure he had to pay for it, he had to pay something out of his pocket to get used to that. It's going to be looked at as fun, but it's going to be looked at as fun, and it has nothing to do with the season ticket holder. The season ticket holder not going to look at that as a party activity.
As much as people talk about what Zeke done, go back and look at all the stuff that Gronk used to do. That's just Gronk being Gronk.
That's Gronk being Gronk. I see your point there. Gronk being Gronk.
And then Zeke, he's a troubled young man. He's this and he's that. So what's the difference? Besides the color of the skin.
But Mike, check this out, Mike. Mike, I've been in trouble with the law one time. Mike, I've been in trouble with the law once. That's possession of a handgun. And at the time, it was in Montgomery County, Maryland. It was a black judge, Judge Beard. That was his name. And you know what he told me? So when I went up before him for sentencing, because I was pled guilty, boom. He said, "Young man, I'm normally harder on black men." These were his exact words, because they should know better. Society is designed for you to fail. He said, "So I'm harder on black men, but today's your lucky day." So he gave me a break. I had to do a year probation and a year anger management. That what he sentenced me to, a year anger management. And those were exactly what he said, because you already know society looks at you different. He said, society looks at us different. So that's the reason, Mike, I guess. And you're right. All right? He told me straight like that.
Mike, you are correct. But this is my only thing. I have a son. I have 2 daughters. I have a son on the way. My kids can be as well behaved as humanly possible and make one mistake, and they'll try to throw the book at them. So we are taught from an early age. We are taught from an early age. Listen, you have to watch yourself. Even when dudes like Ezekiel Elliott are in high school, they have to dodge people all the time that's either trying to get at them or trying to get them in trouble to mess them up because they jealous. So all I'm saying is, at this point, if we're going to get back to Zeke, at this point, he has to have learned by now. Listen, he'd have been a star in high school. You'd have been a star in college. You know it was plenty of haters in college. You know it was plenty of haters in high school. But he managed to avoid all of those. So now that you have made it and you have money, you have to put more effort into avoiding that stuff. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's not human. In Jalen Ramsey's case, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying you have a responsibility now for what you put out there. And when you ignore that responsibility, you are responsible for all the backlash that you get. I'm not saying white people should be exempt. Will told it, and Will and Zach said exactly how it is. It's a double standard, and we all know it. You work at Florida State, you know how the drill goes. So we have to be careful what we put out there. And when we're not careful what we put out there, we're not careful how we handle ourselves because we feel like, oh, he got away with it. Yeah, it's a bunch of people get away with stuff all the time that we don't get away with. But we taught earlier to know better. So now that you got money, you have to be careful. You have to be mindful. You have to be more mindful.
But the most important person that matters above all our opinions and all our thoughts is Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin's fight is going to determine whether or not Jalen Ramsey is going to get Xavier Howard money. He's going to get more money than Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard just signed 5 years, $75 million, $7 million signing bonus. Tom Coughlin is the one that's going to determine that. And it's mighty interesting that after that was put out, after Jalen Ramsey did that, he turned around and tweeted and said pure entertainment. Because I'm almost, I'm not going to say I'm almost certain. I just got a good idea that Tom Coughlin made a phone call and had a conversation with him. He probably did.
Well, let me ask you.
Say, hey.
Let me ask you this. Well, let me ask this question: if Jacksonville Jaguars don't want to pay him that money, as 31 other teams out there will be glad to pay him that money.
Yeah, well, we know they can blackball you. We know they can blackball you. Don't. They can blackball you now.
They can blackball, but I just don't think he's in a position right now to be blackballed.
Hey,
unless he go kneel down on. Hey, just kneel down at the national anthem. There's something like that. He may get blackballed for, but for right now, he hasn't done anything to be blackballed. So somebody gonna give him that money.
He ain't played since.
He sure hadn't. He went into that free agency better than all the quarterbacks that got signed. And basically, nope.
But
I'm not saying. Yeah. I'm not saying Jalen Ramsey won't get signed by 31 teams. All I just brought up is the fact that don't forget they can blackball you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going he will, but he can. Real quick, I think you guys saw this. AJ Green is out a couple of weeks. He'll probably miss the first month of the season. Had an injury, so the Bengals went from being really bad to being awful bad. If there is such a thing, if I can put. So, but now all they got is Kenny Mixon in the backfield, and I don't even want to really get into him because I really don't care for Kenny Mixon and some of his background troubles that he had, and I don't want to get into that, Mike. That's just a Will thing. That's a Will thing. I don't care. Not Kenny Mixon, Joe Mixon, whatever his name is, the Bengals running back or whatever. I just don't care for him all that much. And just real quick though, the reason is because the other kid that was from Miami that was a 3rd round pick did the same doggone thing. They cut his butt. That boy came into the league doing his best, and he's still a starting running back. Just saying. Just sometimes it's really funny
we all know. Jimmy Johnson said it best. What a starter can do, a bench warmer can't. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I just, like I said, it's just curious sometimes who they choose to exonerate. That's all I'm saying. It just really is. And that brings up my point about Ezekiel Elliott, because DU said something. Ezekiel Elliott should have been warned about the pitfalls that can come his way as he goes along further in his career, because he was so immensely talented and he was so big. So my thing, is it a fact that Zach, you said his dad tried to talk to him. Is it just that this kid is hard-headed, or does he feel like he's entitled, or he's Teflon? Nothing's going to happen.
I think he's fairly Teflon. He's entitled. Maybe all his life he's been told how great. All hail Ezekiel. All hail Ezekiel. All hail Ezekiel. All hail Ezekiel. He, unfortunately, growing up this day and age, and like 2 of my friends are coaches. He said you can't coach a kid these days like you coached them back in the day. You can't yell at them. You can't, they are being praised earlier and earlier, so they do feel entitled.
Yeah. And then if they don't like what you're doing, I'm transferring my son. Somebody else take him. Help the kid. It just make him a worse person. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but
right.
I was reading somewhere. So I heard. I thought I saw somebody's mama. I thought I saw somewhere somebody's mama said that about a college kid. Did anybody know about who that was? somebody's mama said that about her son being somewhere. And she said, if he don't play, I just transfer him. Sometimes these women need to sit in the car. It's out of practice.
Hey, you remember how Landon Collins' mama did?
But it starts nowadays. Even the little, like for example, it's this program they have on, I think it's HBO called Netflix, and they talk about in the Fort Lauderdale, the Pee Wee League, and little mama, one of the mothers was like, so and so was giving me $500. Okay, what? I transfer myself because they say so and so paying $2,000. So it's starting early. They starting early now. We'll just transfer like you said. Bump that.
Yeah. And what you
teach them how to quit. Teach them how to quit. That's what you teach them. You teach them how to quit. Yeah. You teach them how to quit, and you teaching him that if he don't get his way, he can go somewhere else and get his way. You're not teaching them how to stick to anything. You got to be able to stick to something. Sometimes it don't go your way initially. Sometimes you just got to wait your turn. That's why it's real interesting what's going on in Miami. Which quarterback that don't get the job transferred? That's what's going to be so interesting to me. Who don't get that job transferred?
Tate Martell going to leave.
Hey, he might.
Well,
he out.
And with that, we are about to be out of here shortly. With that, we are about to be out of here shortly. I want to thank you guys. I appreciate you guys' time again. Thank you so much for giving me your time. And also you, the listener, for listening to us. Again, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WWS_Sports Show. Also, hit me up, give me a comment or whatever you want. Leave a comment for these guys. You can at WillWalkerShow@yahoo.com. I close this show every week like this because prayer is so powerful. But I want to say this for real. Listen, take it to heart. Say a prayer for somebody because prayer changes things. Holla.
Peace.